Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we dig into your source material to pull out those key nuggets of knowledge, giving you that aha moment without all the overwhelm.
Right.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into this really intriguing guide called 5 Income Streams by 25, a practical guide. Our mission, really, for you, is to unpack how one person managed to build 5 different income sources by, well, a pretty young age.
Yeah. And what's really compelling, I think, is that they didn't have like a finance degree or some wealthy background.
Exactly. It was strategy, consistency, and yeah, a bit of creativity.
And the guide makes it clear this isn't some get-rich-quick thing. Not about building a huge business that could just, collapse.
Right.
It's more about these small, steady steps, as the author puts it, building real, steady income that isn't tied to just one paycheck.
Yeah, which sounds so much more stable.
And it all starts from a place I think a lot of people can relate to. Feeling stuck at 21, student loans, rent,
Oh, yeah.
and being tired of advice from people who kind of had it easier, financially speaking, had those safety nets already.
Right. And our source talks about that feeling at 21, no real plan, not much cash, and then asking that key question. What if I could build my own safety net?
That's the spark.
Yeah. And the goal was super concrete. 5 income streams by 25. They didn't need to be huge earners, just real.
Just real.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Okay, so let's dig in. How did they actually do it? Starting with stream number 1, which feels
Right.
maybe the most basic.
Yeah, the foundation. The 5 income streams journey.
So stream 1, just a regular 9-to-5 job. Nothing fancy, right? Standard employment.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Seems simple, but the key wasn't just having the job.
Okay.
It was how they used it. That steady paycheck coming in every 2 weeks. It gave them room to breathe.
Room to breathe. Okay. Covered the base. Yeah.
Covered rent, food, yeah. But crucially, it allowed for a little bit of saving. And the force stresses this. They didn't let the job define them or limit them. And importantly, they didn't immediately go out and upgrade their lifestyle when they got that paycheck.
Ah, lifestyle inflation, the classic trap.
Exactly. They deliberately kept things simple. And that allowed them to save and then to actually invest that saved money into testing out other ideas.
Okay, so the 9-to-5 wasn't the end goal. It was the, launch pad.
Precisely. The essential foundation, as they call it. The quiet hero of the whole story, really.
I like that framing. Okay, foundation set. What came next? Step 2 was freelancing.
That's right. They jumped onto platforms like Upwork and Fiverr.
Right, the usual suspects. How did that start? Was it easy?
Not exactly lucrative at first. The source is really honest about this. They started with low-paying jobs. Think $15 for hours of work.
Oof, okay. So why do that?
The main goal wasn't the money initially. It was about building a portfolio, getting some experience under their belt, proving they could do the work.
Right, getting those first few reviews, building credibility.
Exactly. And the method was just sheer consistency. Delivering good work, building relationships with those early clients, and slowly their rates started to climb.
Okay, so persistence paid off.
It did. Within about a year, that stream was bringing in an extra, say, $500 to $1,000 a month consistently.
That's a nice little boost.
It is. And the source talks about this really transformative moment, making that first dollar outside your job.
Ah, yeah, I remember that feeling.
It apparently changes something in your brain. You
Yeah.
suddenly realize, oh,
Ah.
I can actually create money just with my skills, my own
You
effort.
can give yourself a raise,
And
essentially.
that's exactly it. A powerful realization. It really democratizes earning potential,
Totally. That psychological shift is huge. Okay, so they've got the job, they've got the freelancing bringing in extra cash. Now, this next part sounds really clever. Digital products.
Yeah, this is where it gets quite scalable.
So how did that come about? Did they just decide to write an ebook?
It actually grew out of the freelancing. They noticed a pattern. New freelancers, friends, even some clients. They were all asking the same kinds of questions.
Ah, okay. Seeing a recurring need.
Exactly. So that sparked the idea. Why not package that knowledge, turn the answers into a product?
Makes sense. What kind of product?
Something really simple to start. A PDF guide, like Freelancing 101. Nothing too complex.
Okay. And how long did that take? Sounds like a big project.
Surprisingly quick, according to the guide. They wrote it over a weekend, used simple tools like Canva for design.
Wow, a weekend. That's efficient.
Yeah, and then they put it up for sale on Gumroad for just $19.
$19. Accessible.
Totally. And the huge benefit they highlight, these products works while I slept. It became a passive income source.
The dream. Okay, so that's stream 3. From active freelancing to passive digital products. Smart. What's next? Investing.
Yep. Stream 4 shifted focus towards long-term growth investing.
Now, the guide mentions they didn't have a finance background, felt overwhelmed at first, didn't even know what a dividend was.
Right. Which is, I think, where a lot of people get stuck. It feels intimidating.
Definitely. So how did they get over that hurdle? How did they learn?
They basically taught themselves, watched a lot of YouTube videos, read books, but crucially, they followed people who kept things really simple. No jargon, no complex strategies.
Just the basics.
Just the basics. And they started incredibly small. Just $50 a month.
$50. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, using easy apps first, like Robinhood, apparently. Then, as they got more comfortable, they moved to more reputable platforms.
Smart move. And what did they invest in? Trying to pick stocks?
No, mostly ETFs, exchange-traded funds, those diversified baskets of investments, focusing on long-term growth, not quick wins.
Right, the slow and steady approach.
Exactly. They admit it was not sexy, it wasn't like day trading or anything, but it grew, steadily compounded over time.
And the benefit wasn't just financial.
No, they talk about this whole new sense of peace, just knowing their money was working for them even while they slept or worked on other things.
That peace of mind is invaluable. Consistent small steps again.
Consistency is the theme, really.
Okay, so 9 to 5, freelancing, digital products, investing. What was the fifth stream? Did they plan this one out too?
This one was actually a surprise. It sort of just happened. It wasn't planned like the others.
Oh, an opportunity just popped up.
Pretty much. It turned out to be a retainer gig, managing social media part-time for clients.
Social media management. How did they get into that?
It came directly from their freelancing work. One of their existing clients just asked them, hey, would you be interested in managing our social media?
Ah, an upsell opportunity, kind of.
Sort of, yeah. And even though they didn't have like formal social media management experience,
They just went for it.
they decided to give it a shot. They already understood content, writing, engaging stuff from their freelance work. So they leveraged those adjacent skills.
Makes sense. Use what you already know.
And it worked out. Then another client asked for the same thing. And suddenly it turned into this stable, recurring monthly income.
Ah, retainer income. That's nice and predictable.
Very predictable. Unlike constantly pitching for new freelance projects, this was steady pay each month.
And there's a lesson there, right?
Absolutely. The source highlights this. Sometimes your next income stream is hidden inside your current one.
You just need to pay attention.
Pay attention to what people need and see where your existing skills can actually solve their problems,
Yeah.
recognizing that adjacent value. Outro.
Okay, so let's recap. By age 25, the 9 to 5 foundation, the freelance hustle, the scalable digital products, the long-term investments, and the surprise social media gig. 5 streams.
5 distinct streams. And the author makes a really important point here. It wasn't that each stream was making, thousands and thousands a month.
Right, it wasn't about being instantly rich from any single one.
No, but together, they said, they gave me options.
Yeah.
They gave me confidence, and they helped me sleep better at night.
Options and confidence, that sounds like the real payoff.
Absolutely. It connects to this bigger idea of creating layers, layers of financial security. And they're clear. This doesn't mean you have to work 100 hours a week. That's not the point.
It's not about pure hustle culture then.
No, it's framed as being about freedom. The freedom that comes from knowing if one stream dries up, you're still standing.
Resilience.
Resilience. And remember, this was all done without fancy degrees or connections, just starting with one small step, then another.
So what does this mean for you listening right now? The message seems pretty clear.
Yeah, it's really encouraging, whether you're 21 or 31 or 41. It's not too late to start building this.
You don't have to do everything at once.
Definitely not. Just start with one stream, master it, then add another, build incrementally.
Right, master one, then layer on the next. Okay, so if someone does this, what's the ultimate goal they should be aiming for? Is it just hitting a certain number?
That's a great question. And the source gives a powerful answer. It's not just money.
Okay.
It's peace. It's options. It's control.
Peace, options, control. I like that. Much deeper than just dollars.
Yeah.
So maybe the final thought for you, the listener, to chew on after this deep dive. The source really seems to suggest you don't need anyone's permission to start building the life, the financial security that you want.
You just need to begin. Start that first small step.